Are you spending too much money doing your first product? Well, the answer for all of that is called the minimum viable product. And that is the subject of this presentation. Hello, I'm Michael Zeischer, and this is the 33rd in a series of short videos designed to help entrepreneurs and small company executives succeed with their startup. And with that, let us consider our first slide, called the minimum viable product for your first offering. So let's take a look at what that concept entails. From a traditional point of view, you can either do one of two things. You have a vision for your initial product. So you're going to put something out, which is going to be called a beta product. You're going to see, and you're going to see what kinds of things help and what kinds of things don't help, what the customers like and what the customers don't like, and you're going to continue to develop the product. The other one is that you have a vision for your initial product, but you're going to continue to develop it until you think it is fully developed and you have a perfect product. In either case, you're going to be looking to see whether or not you can sell your product to the early adopters. In this slide, I think that you're going to be a little surprised. What do you think is the connection between the following companies? I'm sure that you have heard them all: Dropbox, Zappos, Buffer, Airbnb, and Twitter. Well, in actuality, the reason that there is a connection between all of these disparate companies is that they actually all started with the concept of a minimum viable product. The minimum viable product, there is a cycle that you need to go through, or a loop that you need to go through in order to develop and put out your minimum viable product. First, you must build a prototype. You must put it out there. You must measure what kinds of things customers like and customers don't like. Then from that information, you must learn how to make it better. And you continue on that loop until essentially you have something that is really, truly ready beyond the early adopters. This is a concept that was developed by Eric Ries in his very famous book called The Lean Startup. So this particular feedback loop is actually called the minimum viable product, according to Eric Ries. So let us summarize for a minute what we mean by the minimum viable product. The minimum viable product is a synthesis between the two extremes. The extreme that you put something out and you really don't know what the customers wanted and you're not going to listen too much about what customers say. And the other extreme is going to be that you continue to develop it until you have what everybody considers to be the perfect product. So the minimum viable product is going to be somewhere in between those two extremes. The minimum viable product is designed as the minimum set of features and benefits that satisfies your customer needs. Remember that the minimum viable product starts the feedback loop with the three circles that I showed you before. And one thing that you need to remember, because there are many people that are very afraid to put something out there because it is going to fail, I think that you should keep something in mind. And that is that in most cases, early adopters are very forgiving people. If they like what you have in general, they will actually continue to buy the product, use the product, and give you valuable feedback as to how you can make it better. And the most important thing is that if you're going to use the minimum viable product, you must listen to your customers. Be prepared to respond to their negative criticism. Their negative criticism really should be considered by you as valuable information as to how you can make your product really good and outstanding. Thank you very much. If you go to www.zeicherinstitute.com, you will see our webpage. We have 10 easy to follow recorded lectures complemented by hundreds of slides. If you purchase the online course, you will receive a complimentary copy of the complete transcript as a PDF. So you don't have to start writing anything. Everything about the course will be at your fingertips, thus allowing you to make a copy of the transcript. And in the website, you will find the entire lecture number 1 as a free gift, which is about 30 minutes in duration. So please do that, and I wish you the best of luck as an entrepreneur.